my mama was always standing up for God. My mother was standing up for God. She witnessed to a wooden Indian lead it to Christ. I mean, my mother will win. I'm not kidding you. But when you're not a Christian, and I wasn't saved till I was 14. And when I was 12, 11, 12, I can remember Mama going to the supermarket, witnessing to the cashier lady, having her on her knees while the line is passing the ding-dongs and ending up at the milk department. I used to say, Mama, this place is open 24 hours a day. You can come back at 3 in the morning and lead the whole place to Christ. But the line's backing up. And it used to embarrass me, but boy, I tell you now, I'm thankful for a mom and a dad who are standing up for the Lord. My mother, I'll tell you another thing, you ladies, if you ever get an obscene phone caller, y'all ever get those? You do what Mama did. She witnessed to them. She'd pick up the phone and say, hello. I beg your pardon. Young man, did you know that Jesus Christ suffered, bled, and died on the cross so you could have eternal life? Did you know he was buried in a borrowed tomb, rose again on the 3rd day? Did you know he could set you free from that phone perversion? Get on your knees right now. I said get on your knees right now. Repeat this prayer after me. Say, dear Lord, come into my life. Forgive me of my sins. I said repeat it. Hello? Most of them hung up on Mama, but a few of them got saved and became deacons. No, you know deacons aren't saved. Oh, Mama witnessed to Madeline Murray O'Hare when I was a little kid. I'll never forget it. I was about 8. My brother was 10 and a half. We were down in the hall in our room listening on the radio. And I was so proud of her because Madeline Murray O'Hare, do you know who she is? She's responsible for getting God kicked out of public schools. And she's an atheist. She's a very well-known atheist. At least in the 60s she was. And she could kill anybody in a debate. Madeline, I've heard her debate W.A. Criswell in 1975. And she cleaned his clock because he is a gentleman. He's a godly gentleman. And he would allow this woman to interrupt him and get him off his train of thought. And then he'd forget what he's talking about. Well, the difference between Mama and W.A. Criswell is Mama is not a gentleman. And you can't interrupt Mama. Mama doesn't have to breathe. Mama can go for days on one breath. And I was listening down the room, in my little radio, and Madeline was killing everybody who called in. I mean, just killing them, interrupting them. They'd forget what they're saying. And I thought, oh, lady, have fun. Mama's on hold. Finally, the commentator, he said, Beverly, that was Mama. He said, Beverly, you're on the air. Have y'all ever seen a horse race? When they open that little gate, and that horse is gone. That was Mama. Madeline kept saying, ma'am, what church do you go to? Mom. Ma'am, what church do you go to? Mom. Ma'am, what church? We were down the hall saying, get it, Mama! Mama started in Genesis and she went straight through to the maps. It was incredible. Finally, Mama, the last thing Mama said was, you asked me how I know he lives. This is the only thing I remember that she said, but I'll never forget it. She said, you asked me how I know he lives. He lives within my heart. Man, there was dead silence on the radio. Finally, the commentator spoke up. He sounded like he was crawling out from underneath the table. He said, ma'am, would you please tell her what church you go to? Mama hung up Madeline and said, that woman's very intelligent, but she's dangerous. I thought, oh, if you only knew.